y'all? Welcome to Girl Therapeutic. It's your home of therapeutic girl talk. And today we are talking about, how do you say it? This picture. Listen, it's a gospel artist or like a worship leader. He's a worship leader. Yeah. Very
he's a saint. International
worship leader. He's known, and he posted this picture, and I guess in celebration of his wedding. And listen, the people was in uproar. Okay, they were the tightest of the tight in the comments. And there were a multitude of comments saying like, this is not godly, this is sinful, I'm unfollowing you, you need to repent, why would you display your wife in this fashion? A lot of different thoughts when it came to that. So we're going to talk about it here. Was it okay to post that picture? Or what do you think? Do you think it was wrong? Do you think posting a picture like that is ungodly? Like, what are your thoughts in general, ladies?
I wouldn't say it's ungodly.
No.
But like I've said before, I personally wouldn't have posted a picture like that. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't do that. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do with my husband. But everybody doesn't have to see that. But I personally don't think Chandler Moore was wrong for posting that. If that's a part of his relationship that he wants to share with people, then that's between him and the people he wants to share it with. I personally wouldn't do it. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, I don't think if I followed Chandler Moore, I would unfollow him. Or I would even waste my time commenting. Because first of all, he doesn't know me. And why, and like I talked to you about it, I just feel like sometimes we don't have no business. Because why is that a big deal? It's his wife. And like I told you too, it didn't even look like she really knew what she was doing.
Didn't I say that? I said the baby, the back one arched enough, honestly, for it to be anything. It looked
like she knew what she was doing, and that's why I'm like, the picture really wasn't bad. It could have been it really could have been bad. Now, if he was out here cutting up, like I told you, rolling up,
right, the bottles and
you know what I'm saying? Don't post that, okay? Like, that would be inappropriate. But that, it really wasn't bad. And I'm like, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. And if people take pictures of me while I'm doing it with my husband, do what you do. I'm not gonna put it out there on social media, but it's not that big of a deal.
Okay, would you be mad if your husband did it? If your husband posted it?
No, please don't expect anything less from me.
I don't really, because that picture really was not bad.
It wasn't.
I could see,
and it was the second one.
Mm-hmm. Or if his hand was, you know what I'm saying?
Right. A little bit like, girl, you know what?
But to me, I was just like, she doesn't look like she knows what she's doing, and he barely looked like he.
It just looked like a little twerk.
She's saying what's happening in that picture is baby wasn't throwing it, and he wasn't catching it like it was supposed to.
Baby, it was giving very much PG-13 7th grade then.
But I could definitely, but on the flip side, I understand why some people were kind of, but I think part of that is people hold them to such, but no, because people hold them to such a standard to where it's like, you don't give them room to be human.
And as someone said
an issue
in the comments, I'm going to quote Miss Brooke.
My favorite? Okay, go ahead.
She said, it sounds like that they were, I'll kind of filter it a little bit. The same people that was criticizing, probably the same folk, you know, who ain't got no sex life at home, having the same dry, boring, old sex life.
Mm-hmm. Homegirl said, listen, because she trying to give y'all a cute version of it. Homegirl said, the ones who are mad probably be having the same dry sex in the same dry position. And she said, marriage should be fun, losers.
She said what needs to be said in the story.
She said everything that needed to be said to me.
Because why do you care?
It's giving Pharisees in the comments.
Here's the thing, because I think it's just off-putting. As I said this, I just don't understand ever going to like a person's comments and like shunning them basically for what they do. Yeah. Now he's not on there. It was almost as if these folks were naked.
Right.
Like, they are fully clothed. They are excited about being married. You can clearly tell that it's they're dancing,
They're having a good time.
and people are like, you have her in a sex position and all these other things.
It be folks like
I'm not responsible for where your mind went when you saw this picture.
Exactly. Control
Yours, and you're talking about
conviction.
children. People are in the comments like, children don't need to see this. Here's the thing:
like
children see a lot of things even without you showing them.
Right.
And it could be honestly just suggested to your Instagram children. If they have social media, suggestions come up of different things all the time. So you mean to tell me you don't want them seeing a married couple doing that? Like, you get to see that they are having fun.
And it wasn't even a sexual, like when I looked at it, it didn't give me
inappropriate.
And honestly, I think a lot of people commented even in favor of it just because he is someone who's in the church. Had it been somebody who was known for whatever, you know what I'm saying, that was not inside the church, it wouldn't have been a problem. It would have been congratulations and left it at that.
People were saying that we should be, set apart. I mean, there were, let me see, because I still have some of the comments. Some of the comments were saying, somebody was talking about the expression on his face, like as far as it.
Why are we reading
said
so
the look
deep?
on Chandler's face is if he was cracking her back. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I love your music, but this is not tasteful at all.
It's giving very much.
One person said this
I gotta look at
this isn't just people hating. It's a reaction to a photo that doesn't reflect the purity of sex between husband and wife. They're not showing sex,
And not even that, but they act like they're at the club, like they're out here at parties getting drunk. They are literally at their wedding, and it's her husband, and that's his wife.
Someone
and
else said. Wait, what?
Okay. Again, I'm going to stress: do not ever expect anything less from me. This is a woman of God. But don't expect anything less from me on my wedding with my man.
And they're acting as if they're like, do you want to display your wife in this fashion?
Shut up.
You're acting it. My butt falling messing with y'all.
Look, they ain't say nothing about this. This look like the middle finger.
Some people did say that at first. Like, oh, I thought that was a middle finger.
That
hollering
is not bad at all.
That doesn't look like anything.
That look like
Look at that. She
they was dancing. She don't know.
She don't know. And he talking about my wife know how to. Well, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
But anyway, it don't look like nothing. But someone else in the comments said, it's saved and set apart, not saved and dirty. Honor your wife, bro, not degrade her for the world to see. I'm pretty sure that his wife, he tagged his wife in it, and I'm pretty sure he had gotten that okay.
Like, she just seems super chill and laid back. Come on now. She don't care.
Someone else in the comments said that, listen to this.
Maybe they couldn't wait to get married.
Listen to this. Someone said the ease and casualty of posing for that second photo leads us to wonder if that's the first time such a pose has been made. Who cares? How presumptuous. How presumptuous. They are married now.
But who cares?
So you trying to tell me if your reception was boring, just say that.
Just say that. If you ain't got nothing going on at home in the bedroom, just say that. If you need tips and tricks, just say that. They got counseling for that, baby.
I mean, why?
It just blows my mind because the picture is not bad. I remember when Kevin Hart got engaged and he posted a little video of himself. He literally was pushing his wife's, her whole little head down. And I'm like, now that would be, but that's literally not bad. Literally. But that's what it is.
But you know what?
That's not bad.
I think Israel really put a nice sentiment on the comments because he said, I'm blown away by the quotes, in quotes, saints in these comments. But if you go to their pages, there's plenty of inappropriate posts. Guys, this was a private celebration of their love. Unless they know you personally, they're not going to take anything you say personally. They chose to make this public by the way of the photo booth. Please stop. We wonder why people don't want to come to our churches. It's because of saints. Stop it. Let these lovebirds live. Unfollow if you're offended. But also take some of your offensive pics down while you're at it. God bless.
No, and I think that's true. Someone said, they were referencing the scripture that said all things are lawful, but all things are not expedient, right? So you have things, yes, that may not be bad, but should not be publicized. And we've talked about certain things in our like private conversations of things that we may or may not be okay with, but because it's not, say, lawful, or like, you know what I'm saying, like I may not just share that with the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it doesn't take me out of my faith. Like I would never do anything to compromise that. But so people are saying, you know, maybe you dancing with her isn't the problem, but the fact that you wanted to post it is the problem. But then also you can't police what people post, right?
Exactly.
And so if he had no conviction about it, you can't give him your conviction.
Right.
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it was him, and I think if you see the purity in the post and see the purity in the post, there are two people happy to get married and showing that and displaying that, or in a place where they can do certain things freely, so they did. So I just think sometimes when we come at each other so hard, and like Israel was saying, baby, I don't know you. So my first thing when you come to me with that is offense, is guard. Why? Because you have no reason and no right to correct me the way that you're doing it. And you can start off with like, oh, you know, I love your music, but why?
But what?
Because if you don't like it, I'm sure he has a lot of people who he's accountable to, who can say, hey bro, maybe you should not have posted that.
Right, and he'll listen to
that. But you,
Random.
who have no merit, you have no merit in it.
Yeah. It's just people was taking it too far. I think.
And my thing is, there's far more out there that we should be speaking out against, and that's definitely not it. They're married, they're enjoying one another, and I just can't get past, it's not that bad. It could have been 10 times worse. It could have been them in their honeymoon suite cutting up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It could have been really
it
bad.
could have been bad.
But here's
bad.
the thing. What do people expect out of Christians? Because are you telling me that
Girl,
we're not supposed to cut up when we get married?
we're not supposed to cut up when we get married?
24/7.
Somebody said, I understand that you're supposed to be a freak. We can be freaks in our marriages, but you know certain things are not okay. But I mean, like, what do you expect from the reception? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are they not supposed to be dancing? Are we just supposed to be eating and then just talking afterwards?
It's one of the happiest days of their life.
Just enjoy it.
Just enjoy that.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna tell me what I can't do with my man.
Oh, you're definitely not gonna do that.
And you're not gonna tell my man what he
I
can
might
do with
post
me.
something just because you feel like it's wrong. You get a rile out of you at this point because you're in my business.
I don't get it. And I am definitely one for, I do believe in being accountable to other people and really
Absolutely.
understanding what you put out there and how you portray yourself. I honestly think that that's important. But I don't think that fits a lot of what people were saying.
And I also think on the flip side, because he does have a following, he probably also helps people who probably had that mindset kind of take a step back and think like, oh, okay, maybe marriage is fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't have to be so uptight about
legalistic,
yeah, about stuff in the church when it comes to specifically sex, because clearly it's in the comments.
And listen, I feel like that's why it's such a taboo subject, because we act like we're so boring. You act like child, you be acting like something like this is bad, but you got like 10 kids. Stop acting like you not.
How did you get them kids?
Okay, and I'll take it even a step further. How can you read Songs of Solomon?
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally a love story. You're talking about
talking
about the breast
And everything.
Baby, in a covenant of a holy marriage. Baby, we're getting to it.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing unholy about that. There's nothing unholy about the picture. It's nothing unholy about him posting it. That's what he wanted to do.
We're saying also, like, you could call someone else to sin, or someone said that, to sin or to fumble. And I honestly was trying to figure out, I was trying to see it from that person's perspective. And it was hard for me. And I think maybe too, because maybe in my old mind, I could agree with that, honestly.
But in the old mind, it's our issue.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think you should project, any way it goes, I don't think that you should project your convictions on something like that. Now, you do have things that are just plain right and wrong. But your conviction, I don't think you should project that on someone else. Especially if it's not evil that he's doing. It's not sinful what he's doing. Don't give me don't give me your conviction.
Right.
That's yours, baby.
That's yours.
And you should honor that because you are accountable to what you are convicted for.
Because you have a deeper rooted
There's
stronghold
an issue
that you need to exactly.
Why you shouldn't.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't sit up here and say that I'm leading anybody astray, because no, that's your personal conviction.
And that's like, and it reminded me of when Megan Good, I think she presented an award and her dress was low cut, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, she's married. Is he a pastor or something? Or he's not something in church. Why is she dressed like this, this, and the other? She's not going to hell because she looked good.
We touched on this. I'm going to have a crop top on.
But listen, Israel, he was one of it because his wife is Adrienne Holton.
Yeah.
Beautiful. She, can get a little... But people were criticizing him about that, being a man of God, and with a woman who... I just think sometimes we are just really hard for no reason.
For no reason.
You're aging
it
yourself,
makes people
honestly,
not want
you get wrinkles. Huh?
All
that anger gonna give you wrinkles. All that meddling and other folks carrying on gonna give you wrinkles, baby.
You need to mind your own.
And it's just not that deep.
I
feel like if people, and that's why I always say it makes me sad to an extent, because it just makes it seem as if you live for God, you can't really have a life. Yeah. Because why are you that like pressed about the fact that this man is doing this? Do you not have anything else to be doing with your life? And like you said, scroll past the picture. You don't have to say anything. If you don't want to follow him, unfollow him. Yeah. But there has to be more than us just getting online and bashing each other. That's all you can do with your time.
There's nothing coming of it. You're literally talking to yourself.
You're talking because he's probably not going to read your comment.
He did what he needed to do with his wife.
Right.
He definitely probably didn't read your comment.
And he doesn't know you.
And now you're mad.
Yeah, I never understand, and that's one of the reasons I don't like social media, is it gives everybody a platform, and there's some things like you mentioned earlier, you would never say in person, but you say it online. You would never say that. You would never just walk up to Chandler, hey, you remember 2 months ago? I mean, it was a pandemic, so I couldn't see you right then, but you posted that photo. He's gonna look at you like,
get out my face.
And the fact that people talk as if that kind of discredits his ministry.
Right.
I don't understand that. Like, that part's sad.
Because he could, as much as that be going on, he could have been able to.
Well, he could have been doing anything.
It's his wife.
He could have been doing anything.
Having affairs, had to step down from their ministry.
That's what I'm like. It's not bad if he was doing something like that. If he was promoting sin, that would be an issue. You're not promoting sin because you're having a good time with your wife. It's not like she in that position on his friend, or he got her friend. You know what I'm saying? That is literally, they're married and they're happy. Let them be happy.
It's giving too much for me.
It's just like, mind your business. Get you some business.
Well, listen, drop down in the comments below. Let us know what you feel about this subject. Listen, to twerk or to not to twerk. That is the question. Okay? At the end of the day, I think for us, the consensus is, don't tell my man what to do with me, don't tell me what to do with my husband. And that is on period, point blank. Mind your business, get some, and take some collagen. God bless. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And follow us on Instagram. And we will be back with another video next week. Talk to y'all later. Twerk some.
Twerk with your man, baby. Get your man.
Look back.
Right.
Get your arch.
You got arches too, man. You can't leave it. The back end looking straight.
Like
that thing up, mommy, make it roll.
Because look, that's what I mean. She literally did that. Like, she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, and I think they were saying it because he was holding like this. But baby,
get out of my business. Let them grow. Let them grow.
Let them go. Right when they go home, let's try and work it out. Grow. Let's try to do something.
Look,
let's just thumbnail.
Not everybody needs growth, but let them grow.
Yeah, they just did too much.